What is up, guys? This is your boy Sean Black 2.0 coming at you here with a quick tutorial. One of the things that we have noticed is one of the concerns for some of our streamers is chat engagement, how to stay engaged in chat, and needing to improve on it. So one of the things we want to do here at Shadowpackgaming is share best practices. So, in videos like this and things to come, as certain issues arise and things like that, we're going to go ahead and be putting out videos like this to help you as a streamer and, of course, show some value and support to you guys other than viewership. So, today's video, we are going to be talking about chat engagement. We're going to be talking about a technique called Check Your Six, how to engage in a empty chat, and then also things to look out as you are engaging in an empty chat. All right, so let's get started. I'm going to go through a couple transitions. So we'll be right back. All right, for this video, I wanted to just go ahead and, like I said, do that quick transition to kind of show you guys like what's going to be going on in the different scenes, that overlays we're going to be having, that I myself am working on. Other people are also working on to, make this videos like this a little bit more enjoyable. So let's kind of get into the situation here. One of the main things that we have here in and excuse me, guys, this is actually the first video that I'm actually recording, and so I'm trying to make sure I'm leveling us correctly so that we don't have leveling issues with audio. So I'm just kind of keep track of other things as well. Okay, so let's kind of get into it. So one of the main things, as far as like followers goes, like the followers, they want to sit there, they you're a streamer, right? Even though you're a gamer, you are now a streamer if you're streaming, and people like to come in there and they want to come into your stream and they want to be engaged, they want to be entertained, and sometimes the very first minute or two when that person or that potential viewer or potential follower comes into your stream and they kind of sit there and they watch and they're like, hey, what's going on? And you don't say anything, you just lost a potential follower, which could have been a potential sub. So what we want to do is go ahead and introduce something and called Check Your Six. Now, if you've had this problem before in your chat, also there also could be stream lag that may cause that delay for them to say something, for you to notice it, and then for you to react. Potentially, if they're impatient, potentially they have already left. But that's something that's completely out of your control. But for sure, if you do have stream lag, you want to make sure you're aware of it. And if you do have a more than 6 second or 5 second lag in your chat versus what you see, you want to check your chat even more often. Okay, so the first thing I want to go over is a technique called Check Your Six. Check Your Six is a technique where you can be focused but still be aware of what's going on around you. That's going to be very imperative to your stream awareness. You want to make sure that you're aware of what's going on in your chat, as well as trying to stay engaged in the game. And a lot of the times, as newer streamers or streamers, or streamers that think like, okay, we're gonna get to this game, we're gonna get to this game. If you're a community streamer, you want to make sure that your community is your priority. Of course, there will be times when you're in gunfights or you're really intense battles where, yes, you're not going to be able to take a look at the screen, but you always want to get back to the screen as much as possible. Now, I know when these intense moments happen while gaming, you could easily be distracted. But remember, you're a streamer, so you want to make sure that as you are playing the game, you are engaging in your chat. The technique we call is called Check Your Six. Basically, what it does is you want to create a trigger for yourself in order for you to check your chat. Something that always happens all the time, right? So that whenever you do it or it happens, you always look over and check your chat. So one of the ideas that I got was I was talking to a couple of streamers is like, if you're playing COD, if you're playing, Fortnite, you're playing any of those first person shooting games, yes, they could get really intense, especially when you are in a firefight. That ring is closing and you really can't spend that much time looking at chat. One thing that you can do is that you're going to be doing often in these games, you're going to be reloading your gun, right? So every time you reload, take that quick second in that animation when you're reloading the gun to go ahead and check your chat. All right. Um, it could be anything that triggers you to check your chat. The main thing, especially if you're going to be a community streamer or a streamer that doesn't have 1,600 followers at a time, is you don't want to miss that opportunity to turn that person that has looked at you and was like, oh, hey, what's going on, how was your day, or how's your stream, and you didn't get back to them and then they left. Again, for us streamers, we want to make sure that we engage everybody that comes in, make sure that everybody feels welcome, and that we are going to welcome them and entertain them, and make sure that they hit that follow button, and they come back, and potentially as they get to know you, they'll build those connections with you, which we'll be going over in another video, that they turn into a sub, and potentially they become a moderator, if they keep coming back. But you definitely don't want to lose that 1 second or that 5 seconds or 10 seconds where somebody says hi and you don't acknowledge that. Okay, so again, anything. It could be anything, right? It could be, whenever you're putting in a plate, whenever you're loading your gun, whenever you down somebody, whenever, you end the battle, whenever you kill the boss, whatever it is in the game that you're playing that you do often, find a trigger that could remind you to take a look at your chat. All right. Again, you can still be focused, but there is that time when you're reloading or you're reviving somebody where there isn't that much going on, and it's just a quick glance to wherever your chat is. That's going to be another thing, right? You want to make sure your chat is easily accessible to you, and depending on what people's stream setups look like, that might not be the easiest thing. Some of us are using our phone, some of us do not have multiple screens, some of us are going off a console, so it's really hard to keep track and to make this a one size fits all thing. But if you do have the option to have multiple screens, you want to make sure that one of the screens that you have is available to you to quickly check your chat. So, just again, reload, check, plate, check, revive, check, down someone, check. You want to make sure that you don't miss that opportunity. All right, so the next thing we're going to be talking about is narration. So how do we engage and continue talking in an empty chat? Okay, so one of the things that I had got from one of our streamers here in the Wolfpack is Little Sanity 1. Little Sanity 0. And you guys know him as Sanity. He's usually, he has, you'll be seeing an interview of him here pretty soon. And as a matter of fact, let's go ahead and let's dig in and see what Sanity's doing right now. I think I got him queued up. Oh, he's not live anymore. Excuse me. So kind of going back to it, what do you do? How do you engage in an empty chat, right? And one of the things that he brought up, and the idea that I want to bring to you guys as the pack, is called narration, right? So when he's playing his game, he actually narrates everything that he's doing. He's thinking out loud, he's narrating voices, he's talking to himself, but the main thing what he's doing is he's narrating. If he's not playing with a team member or anything like that, he narrates his gameplay. That's definitely one of the big things that you want to continue to do. You don't want to get so lost in the gameplay and you don't have an active chat, so you really don't even look at your chat that often, and then you miss that opportunity. So one of the things that he does is he narrates his gameplay, and that keeps you talking. Especially if you're one of these newer streamers that doesn't have a camera, the viewer's going to want to learn how to connect with you. If they cannot see you, they need to at least hear you. So if you're not talking and they can't see you, that's probably not going to be, they're probably not going to be able to make a good connection with you. Thus, they're probably not going to follow you. So we want to make sure that that information is out there. If you don't have a camera, narrate. Make sure the audio is good. If you don't have great audio, you have a decent camera. Again, we'll be talking about different ways to connect with your viewer that are beyond streaming. And again, that'll be for another video. So narrate what you're doing. Think out loud. Kind of talk to yourself like, man, I hope this dude's not around this corner. Or, oh, do something funny like you're sneaking around and you're like, don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Right? Now, as you're doing that, right, you still need to check your six. But in this particular case, you're actually going to be checking something else. So that's why I have my stream manager up right now, right? Because one of the things you want to look at, if you can, again, if you're new, again, if you're, if you got dead chat or anything like that, you want to have something up that's going to tell you this information up here, right? So it's your viewer count, right? Now some people don't like having this put up because they don't want to feel bad, or they don't want to, oh, I don't got any viewers or anything like that. But I'm going to show you how to use that viewer count as a tool in conjunction with check your six, right? So we're going to be checking our six, right? We're going to be playing our game, shoot, 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 and then we're going to look. Nobody's there. Good. Playing our game, shoot, 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 down somebody, go to look. Reload my gun, look. Nobody's there, right? I don't think anybody's there because nobody's chatting, but that doesn't mean nobody's in your stream. So if you're looking at a dead chat, change your priority, right? Change your priority to your viewer count, okay? If you take a look at this viewer count, it says 0. I'm not live right now, but generally there might be 1, maybe 2 that are in there, right? Keep that in mind. As long as you have 1 or 2 people, stay narrating. So, go ahead, go look. You don't see anybody in your chat. You have 1 viewer, 2 viewers. Continue to narrate. Narrate what you're doing. Keep talking. That's going to potentially bring them in. And once they say yes, or once they say hi, or they say, oh, I wouldn't have done that, then engage in the chat. But if you have a viewer, always narrate. Always narrate. Now, if you don't have the stream manager up, or you can't see this, I actually run Stream Elements, right? Stream Elements is going to have something called the activity feed. So if you run Stream Elements, you want to be able to pull up something that looks like this in the middle of your screen. So it looks like that. So the activity feed, oh, Dak is up. I'm not going to watch him right now, though. Uh-oh. My activity feed, where did it go? Okay. Where are we? Oh, there we go. Okay. So the activity feed, if you are running Stream Elements and you don't want to run the Stream Manager from Twitch, the activity feed, you bring that up, your viewer count's going to be right here. Obviously, I am not live, so there's no viewers, right? Now, what you want to do as a technique, right? You're sitting there, you're narrating, nobody's speaking, right? You want to do something called an ask, okay? So an ask is basically you're going to do an ask. And so once you kind of see your viewership spike, right? So it's going to go 1 to 2. You're narrating, nobody's speaking. Then you see it go 2 to 5, or 2 to 6, or 2 to 8, or 4 to 8, or whatever it is. You know that you have more viewers in there. When you see that, right, you're doing that, you're checking your 6, you're shooting people, you're reviving people, check your 6 again. Once you see that viewership jump, plug yourself, all right? Once you see that once you see it jump, plug yourself. Like, okay, hey, if there's anybody that's new into the chat, new to the stream, my name is Sean Flack. I'm a dad life variety streamer. I talk about being a parent. If you want to know more information about me, go to the About section. Go ahead and check that out. And if you like what you see, you like what you're hearing, go ahead and hit that follow button. Like, subscribe, share, whatever you need to say. But once you see those followers jump, that means somebody jumped into your stream. So plug yourself. Remind them that you will engage. So, again, as you're playing your game, you have a dead chat. Use your viewer count as a tool to help you potentially get more viewers. All right. Hopefully all of this makes sense. And if you guys have any more questions about these particular techniques, don't be afraid to reach out to me. I'm going to go and switch back to another scene. And here we are. So I just wanted to go through some of the scenes to kind of test them, but also give this information out to you guys. We're going to go ahead and conclude into the end screen. All right. So in conclusion, first of all, thank you guys for taking your time to check this video out. Again, the first thing you want to do, the topics we went over in this particular video were chat engagement and narration. Right? Chat engagement, you want to make sure you are engaged in your chat. So use that technique I call check your six. Find a trigger that is going to remind you every so couple of minutes to check your chat, right? So you don't miss any of those opportunities to get a potential viewer and turn them into a follower. If you do have dead chat, you're going to do something called narration, right? Talk about what you're doing, what you're thinking, make fun of yourself, make fun of your character, right? But then when you're still checking your six, instead of checking your dead chat, check your viewer count, right? You see your viewer count, 1, 2, 3 people or whatever, then you see it spike to 5. Do the ask. Hey, if you guys are new to the channel, go ahead and, my name is, Lil Sanity Zero. I'm a variety streamer. Check me out in the about sections below. If you like what you read, you like what you see, hit the follow button. And then, plug whatever else you want to plug. You want to plug your schedule or anything like that. But there's a group of people that are watching you. So you want to make sure you grab those moments and use the tools you have available to you. Again, you can use your viewer count that's on the Twitch Stream Manager dashboard, or if you're using any of your, Streamlabs OBS, or I'm using Stream Elements, there's other tools on there that you can utilize in that way, in that manner as well. All right, so that's basically going to be it. If you guys have any questions, comments, or emotional outbursts, you can hit me in the Discord. You can hit comments down below. Reach out to your pack leaders if you want any more how-to tutorials or any tips and tricks about how to improve your stream. Don't be afraid to reach out. And then, of course, we're in this together. The thing that, the lone wolf is a myth. We always run in packs, right? So there's that. And then my other favorite one, actually now I got two favorite ones because I just learned a new one. If you want to run fast, you run alone. You want to run you want to run far, you run together. And then, of course, the only thing stronger than hard work is teamwork. So again, thank you for watching this video, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.